Hi, this is Vijay Kumar from Naresh Technologies, and today's session we will see how to add items to the list at runtime. So in one of my video session I have shown how to use the list item in form builder, and so that time we added elements to the list item manually. In today's session we will see how to add the elements to the list item at runtime. Programmatically we will add the elements. Okay. So first I will create one block. So data block, click create button. So use data block wizard. So next it is asking tabular view. So I want to create this block on EMP table. So click this browse button. So click connect. So it's server, then click connect. So it is showing the list of tables. So select EMP. I want to create the block on EMP table. Add items to the block. So I want employee number, name, job, salary, commission, department number. Okay. So whatever the items you want to display on the block, so add the items to the block. Next. So block is created. Next, create canvas. So I am creating the canvas. So I want to display all these items on the canvas. Next, what the style is form. Okay. Next. So click next and finish. So this is the canvas. Then so by default for every item it is created text box. So for employee number it is created the text item, for e-name it is created the text item, for every item it is created the text item. But for department number I do not want to input, I want to select the department number. Okay, I do not want to input the department number, instead of input the department number I want to select the department number. So select the department number, so means create a list item for department number. Okay, by default it is created the text item, change this item type to list item. So go to properties, in this, so by default the item type is text item, change it to list item, list item. So list items are three types of list: pop list, combo box, T list, and in one of my video session I explained the difference. Suppose for this example I am going for combo box, so you can use any. Okay, then so I created one list item for department number. Then so if you want to add the elements to the list item, I want to add the elements to the list item. There are two ways. One, you can go to this elements in list. There is a property here, elements in list. You go to this elements in list, add the elements to the list. That is one method. And another method, programmatically also I can add the items to the list at runtime. At runtime I want to fetch the department numbers from the department table and I want to add the department numbers to this list item. So there are two ways, one is at design time and another one at runtime. So if you want to add the items to the list item at design time, then so use this property elements in list. If you want to add the items to the elements to the list at runtime, then so write a program for this. Okay, so I write a program to add the elements to the list. Then so I want to get the department numbers from the department table, I want to add the elements to the list. Then so here what I am doing is I am taking a cursor, because I want to fetch all the department numbers. I am taking a cursor. Cursor C1 is select department number from department. So begin. So I am also taking one variable. The variable is X number and it is initialized with what? 1. Next. So the cursor is declared. So the cursor is declared with a select statement, select department member from DEPT. So this query returns all the department members. When cursor is open, so this query returns all the department members and all the department members are stored in cursor. Okay. Now fetch one by one department member, add the department member to the list box. Okay, na? Fetch one by one department member, add the department member to the list box. Then, so I am taking a for loop for R in C1, next what loop, and this for loop is for to fetch one by one element from cursor. So every time this for loop executes, one element is fetched from cursor and that is assigned to this variable R. Okay. So every time this for loop executes, a record is fetched from cursor and the record is assigned to R. Assume the select statement returns 4 records and all the 4 records are stored into cursor C1, and first time this for loop executes, the first record, that is first department member, say that is 10, and that is assigned to this variable R. Okay. And how to access that value is R dot department member. So the complete row is assigned to this R and the values are accessed by using R dot department member, and this variable R is also declared implicitly as row type. Okay. We do not need to declare this R, and this R is also declared implicitly as row type. Now next, so add the element to the list. How to add the element to the list? So there is a built-in procedure. What is that is add element, add list element. Then first one, list item name. What the list item name is? Department member. So the list item name is department member. Next one, so add list elements takes 4 arguments. First argument is list item name, second argument is index value, and what the index is X. So X contains what? 1. So index value is X, and what the next one is label and value. So list item contains 2, label and value. So label is for display and value is when you select particular item, what value should be inserted into database. So I am giving the both the label and item as R dot department member, R dot department member. So label is R dot department member and value is also R dot department member. So that is department members. Then first time this procedure is executed, one element is added. Say suppose R dot department member is 10. So first time value 10 is added. Second time this loop runs, second department is fetched, that is 20 assigned to R, and this is executed and 20 is added to the list. Third time this is executed and fetches third department, that is 30 assigned to R and added to the list. So like this. So this loop runs how many times? Number of times depends on number of records are there in C1. Then so first time index is 1, next time I want index to be 2, then X must be incremented by X plus 1, X must be incremented by 1. So loop, then what? End. So this is the program, and this program will add the elements to the list item at runtime. But question is, where you write this program? I want to execute this program moment. So when you enter into the block, when the moment you enter into this block, then I need to execute this program. I want to execute this program. So where you write this program? You write this program in one trigger, and what the trigger is called? When new block instance. You write this code in one trigger, that is when new block instance. When you write this code in when new block instance, this code is executed the moment you enter into the block. Then so let me write this. So I want to create a trigger for this block. Then go to object navigator. In the object navigator, this is the block. Under this block there is a trigger. Select the trigger, click create button. Click create button. When you click the create button, so it is showing the list of triggers available, and from the list of triggers select the trigger you want to create. I want to create when new block instance. So select when new block instance and write this code in when new block instance trigger. Then so compile this code, and code is compiled. Next close. Okay. Then now run this trigger. So here some employee number, some name, some job, some salary, commission. Next say department number. See, click this. When you click the department number, it is showing the department numbers 10, 20, 30, 40. But where these values are fetched from? Department table. So at runtime These values are selected from department table and we added these values to the list item. So, this is how to add the elements to the list item at runtime programmatically. So, thank you for watching this video.